TitleMatchNetwork.com.
Belt go to AutoZone.
There you go. Now watch out now.
You think I'm gonna cheat?
Yes!
Cheat! What's your ass, Kenzie?
You got it, girl. You ain't cheating, you ain't trying. Cheater! Shake her hair!
There you go. That's how you do it.
Call all my kids up.
Welcome everyone to Flawless Wrestling presents Black Harvest, the sequel, as part of a two-day expo here in Sevierville, Tennessee. I am Carmen Michael, joined by Rob Weathers. And Rob, the stakes could not get any bigger here. Just found out a double championship match.
We will be crowning the inaugural Flawless Champion along with Kenzie's NWA World Championship on the line right now. Big Alice Crowley has got so much more at stake right now in this match that she bargained for whenever she got to the venue.
A lot of added pressure here. Walking into the venue, of course, we knew coming into this night, the inaugural Flawless Champion would be crowned. But Kenzie, the fighting champion, the new NWA Women's Champion, putting that title here on the line. And Kenzie's become quite a belt collector here these last few months, Rob.
She absolutely has, and she not only does she have that NWA World's Television Championship, but the Women's World Championship. She was recently the New South Heavyweight Champion, a very long record-breaking reign there as well. She is picking up belts everywhere that she goes, and you know that Flawless Championship is the only thing on her mind right now. It means more than anything to add that one to the collection.
Well, one of the collections, first ever Triple Crown champion in NWA when it comes to the women's championships. Already at the age of 21, so young, has created quite a notch in history for herself. And speaking of young, these two have been embroiled with each other, been intertwined all throughout their young career. I think back when these two were only 15, 16 years old, this entrenched in a blood feud at IWA Mid-South. Think about the dog collar match they had, the TLC match they had. These two have been to war how many times, Rob? And look, I gotta say, it's been pretty evenly split. Backslide, 1, 2.
No, it absolutely have. And you know that Kenzie, very recently, another cover. Kenzie has been very dominant. We've seen that not only in the National Wrestling Alliance, but we've seen that another cover. We've seen that literally everywhere that Kenzie has gone over the last several months especially, but just like you said, she's fighting a woman tonight that she is very evenly matched with on paper. She has almost as many wins against Alice as Alice has against her. And Kenzie's got that in the back of her mind right now. This is not going to be an easy day at the office.
These two know each other so well, and it's because of that knowledge that Kenzie Paige has of Alice Crowley that she is trying to put her away early. She knows just exactly what Big Al brings to the table and knows that she's in for a tough night ahead of her.
Well, I mean, and if it wasn't even just the history that we were speaking of, just look on paper. Look at the size of Alice Crowley. We are all very well aware of how big and strong Big Al really is. Now, Kenzie's not one to shy away from anything like that, let alone her sister, as we have seen Kylie Alexa beat Big Al in competition just a few months ago at New South. But Kenzie Paige, man, she knows that she's trading chops back and forth.
Not shying away from that one.
Absolutely not. She's not going to shy away from it, but she still has to think about it in the back of her mind. If there is anybody in this building tonight that can beat Kenzie Paige, it is Alice Crowley.
Ooh, face first right into the corner post.
That might have been enough to do it right there. I mean, I would not be shocked if Kenzie's not absolutely knocked out after eating that.
Not knocked out, could be busted wide open already. With Alice Crowley trading some insults here with the front row.
Now, this could be the downfall of Big Al. She needs to not be worried about anything that the people in the crowd might be saying. Don't worry about anything the people in the back might be saying. She needs to worry about Kenzie Paige and Kenzie Paige alone.
Alice confident enough in her abilities. Here she has Kenzie down in the corner. Of course, Alice Crowley, former two-time IWA Mid-South Women's Champion, has had that taste of gold before, but tonight, here at Black Harvest, not only has the opportunity to become the first ever, cover aid in the corner, too close to the ropes. But not only has the opportunity to become the first ever Flawless Champion, but also has the opportunity of a lifetime to become NWA Women's Champion. Cover aid now. think of the illustrious line of history there with the NWA Women's Championship.
I mean, just think about the name of the belt. That belt is
The Bird.
is very lovingly referred to as the Bird. Major Bird, a trailblazer of this business. Not forget a woman that we saw on Black Harvest Night 1, the woman that Kenzie Paige picked that belt off of, Camille, the longest reigning National Wrestling Alliance champion of the modern era. Well over 800 days she held on to that title.
Now with a boot across the throat of Kenzie Paige, Sevierville's own.
And that's another thing that Big Al has to keep in mind. This is Kenzie's home in more way than one. Not just this promotion, but this town. She has family all over this building right now, and that's enough to be quite a momentum boost. And that could be the only thing that's keeping Kenzie fighting right now.
Look at the fire behind that kick out from Kenzie Paige as Big Al now toying with the downed Kenzie. Now brings her to her feet. What's down the line here? Going for a German suplex right on the neck.
That strength of Big Alice Crowley, and as long as she can stay on top of Kenzie and execute this game plan, it could be all Alice, but wait, Kenzie finally fighting back. Ooh.
Good God almighty. Double clothesline.
What an unbelievable exchange there. Both women are down right now.
Both thinking the same exact thing in each other's heads.
And as you said, these two have been across from each other in that ring so many times over the last couple of years. They know each other better than anybody.
Who is going to be the first to seize the opportunity here as both women begin to stir? Center of the ring trading forearms back and forth. And who do you think this favors in?
I mean, honestly, I would tell you in any other night it would be Alice Crowley, but Kenzie Paige, as crafty as they come, using that craftiness to her advantage and stopping out those toes before those big chops.
Super kick connects flush to the jaw of Alice Crowley, who now placed on the middle rope. What does Kenzie Paige have in mind? Right to the back, but Alice on her feet. Sling blade.
Cover made.
Had the leg hooked in deep, but Alice Crowley manages to get the shoulder up.
Well, Alice has been in control for most of this match. This is the first time that Kenzie has really shown signs of being on top firmly, and it's going to take a hell of a lot more from Kenzie Paige to keep Alice Crowley down.
As they're going for that ripcord cutter. Ducks the lariat. Now caught.
Not where you want to be, Kenzie. New champ, new champ. No.
In the face of senior official Celeste here tonight. And what a way to kick off the show here tonight for Black Harvest, the sequel. The first flawless show of the year. Now, kicking off with the inaugural championship match. Alice did not even budge.
Not whatsoever.
Several head scissors now into the crossface.
She can make her tap right here, Carmen. She can make her tap right here.
We saw this last night at KFW. Crossface in deep.
Nowhere to go, nowhere near that bottom rope.
Alice
rolls over the cover.
Excellent wherewithal.
Great ring awareness there from Big Al.
Innovative right to the big knee. Kenzie Paige can be knocked out. Leg is hooked.
New champ. No.
Defiantly. Alice letting her emotions get the better of her right now.
Needs to not lose her cool. If she wants to walk out of here with both of those championships, she needs to keep her composure because Kenzie will take advantage of that if she takes notice.
Has her gut like a pretzel. Look at this. Look at this. Could be close to a verbal submission, but no, Kenzie fighting out. Doing all that she can. Look at this. Roll through.
Deep cover. This is it. No.
Going for that Kenzie cutter once more. Tried to get the feet on the ropes. Did you notice that, Rob?
Just did.
Just a little too far away to make it happen, but Alice Crowley already showing that she will stop at nothing with the Kenzie cutter.
That's it.
2, 3. match officially underway here. These two very familiar with one another, have faced off quite a few times. Both mainstays of the Carolina wrestling scene, Ella Envy and the Spark, Jada Stone. And folks, if you were unfamiliar with Jada Stone, you were in for a treat. One of the most athletic women going today, but certainly has a bone to pick with Ella Envy.
No, absolutely has a bone to pick with Ella Envy, but if you ask me, I think Ella Envy asks for it almost everywhere that she goes, especially considering the jaw-jacking that these two women were doing before the bell sounded.
Certainly some bad blood and some tension here as Ella Envy not taking it.
Some of the insults, some of the intended barbs that Jada Stone were throwing towards Ella doesn't seem to have phased her whatsoever.
To say despite all that, certainly seems like Ella's still in a good mood here. We'll see how long that lasts once this match gets a little further underway.
Well, from what I understand, that mood intends to last for as long as she is one half of the NWA Women's Tag Team Champions.
It may be forever at the rate it's going.
No kidding. Pretty Empowered has been so dominant as a faction, not only since its inception, but especially over the last several months, as we just saw with Kenzie Paige, who is the reigning NWA Women's World Champion, just picked up the inaugural Flawless Championship.
Well, we talked about history with Kenzie Paige earlier. Talk about history with Ella Envy, the only woman to hold the tag team title in an NWA 3 times with 3 separate partners. Very efficient as Ella Envy.
And that tag team division, you could say, very much belongs to Ella over in the NWA, but this is a singles match. And this is something that, while Ella definitely very much a singles wrestler, she has been way more focused in that tag team division as of late with her partner, Kylie. So, I mean, that's got to be something that I imagine going into that match and going into this match. If this gets into a major war of attrition between these two athletes, is that somewhere where Jada could have the advantage?
Absolutely could be. And Jada stalling here as Ella Envy just continuously just begging her to come forward, and now from behind has her locked around the waist. Jada pumping the brakes, now sliding under. Excellent transition. Going for that German suplex again, but Ella standing strong.
That lower center of gravity of Ella Envy, not allowing Jada to take her anywhere.
Asking the crowd for their approval.
Ooh.
Going after that elbow that previously targeted.
Might not break it, but very easily could hyperextend it when pulling on that elbow just like that.
Not exactly how Jada Stone thought her flawless debut would go. Ella with the leverage here. Jada manages to break out.
Oh, uses Ella's own hand to slap her across the face.
I thought my eyes deceived me, but no, apparently we saw the same thing, Rob.
Taking a little bit too much time, paying attention to the crowd, not noticing Ella Envy posted up in that corner.
Going low, sweeping the legs. Face first goes Jade, and now sent to the mat is Jada Stone.
I've noticed so far in this match, it really seems like Jada Stone is, I don't want to say not taking Ella seriously, but definitely not giving her the respect that she should as a fellow competitor, let alone a champion. And if anything's going to come back to bite Jada in this match, it's going to be that disrespect.
Well, I certainly think that disrespect stems from the history that these two have against each other. Certainly bitter rivals. Now sent off the ropes. Jada's hair wrapped around, slowed her down a little bit.
This crowd here in Sevierville, Tennessee, loving what they're seeing tonight. Such a great night of action, and we are only just a couple of matches into this card.
Notice the focus of Ella's attack, still going after that elbow of Jada Stone. Jada looking to stretch out those legs, trying to touch the bottom rope, break the hold. A little too far away here. And now again, Irish whip off the rope. That impressive athleticism again, Rob. But look at the strength of Ella.
Looks like that is going to be the match. It is going to be Jada's athleticism against Ella's unbridled strength. And will the strength win it now with this cover?
With the world's prettiest slam, unable to put away Jada. Now, before every show, I like to catch up with the competitors, ask what's on their mind, ask what it is that they want to tell the fans. And Ella Envy's one and only note: just tell the people I'm pretty.
Hey,
so she got her priorities in order.
I don't think she needs us to tell anybody that. I think everybody can see, but being pretty is only going to get you so far. You have to be the toughest competitor if you want any chance in hell of winning. And right now, Jada's looking pretty damn tough.
I say Ella Envy, certainly one of the toughest competitors going, but how can you take a shot to the back like that, Rob?
I mean, it sends vibrations throughout your entire spine whenever you receive one of those kicks to the small of the back like that. Can completely leave you disoriented for several minutes.
Going back and forth, and after a shot like that, good God almighty, these two giving it their all here.
There's that strength right there. Ella Envy very much the powerhouse in this match.
As the fight continues around the ring here. The folks in Sevierville, Tennessee getting up close and personal with the stars of Flawless Wrestling. That young man may have gotten a little too close and personal, getting yelled at by Jada. Standing moonsault, going for the cover. Somehow, some way, Ella Envy manages to kick out. Makes her way over to the corner, trying to create some distance. Not going to fight it now as the Spark closing the gap, and now in the corner, sweeps the leg.
And Jada is going to have to try to close the gap as much as possible, as often as possible. Hooks the leg. Because as we've seen, if she gives just enough, just a foot, that's all it takes. You step that far away from Ella Envy, that is too far. And every time that she walks away from Ella, just like she's doing right now, that you're taking a massive gamble and you are giving her an opportunity to recover just like this.
Ella fighting back. Jada tries to evade, unable to.
That's getting that kick from the back, taking down Ella Envy.
It's getting down and dirty now. And now choking Ella Envy across that bottom rope. Referee Celeste trying to get in there and bring some reason to this, but I'm not sure.
With these two, I don't think there's any possible thing. As you see, referee Celeste was distracted there. Jada Stone thumb in the eye of Ella Envy. Referee did not see it. Coincidentally, I don't think Ella Envy can see much of anything after that.
Jada Stone certainly very proud of herself.
But like we said, she needs to stay on top of Ella. She is giving her way too much space, and she's paying for a massive kick directly to the mush.
It's like the more this match goes on, the more fired up Ella Envy is getting. Good God, that'll take the fire right out of you.
Well, because it's becoming real. All the members of Pretty in Power, whenever they step in the ring, it's a foregone conclusion that they believe they are going to win, because that confidence, that confidence is the reason that Pretty Empowered is draped in gold. So the longer that this match goes, the more real that it becomes, and the more Ella Envy is having to tell herself, oh, I actually have to win this match.
Well, there's a reason that both the NWA, Flawless, and KFW are all in their Pretty Empowered era. Pretty Empowered has been running the game.
As we saw last night, her partners in Pretty Empowered, Kylie and Kenzie, picking up the KFW Tag Team Championships, just adding that to the mantle.
Ella looking to get back to a vertical basis. Jada having no part of it.
Jada's doing a great job right now of isolating Ella in the center of the ring, but you see she's letting go right there, getting just a little too cocky, taking too much time to taunt. If she breaks that grip one more time, that could be all that Ella needs to get out of this.
Oh, but the strength of Ella Envy.
Right there. She keeps having to re-grip constantly, and Ella's very aware of it. She can feel the difference.
Ella now reaching back, sends her into the corner. Ella's fading. She's fading fast. She's got to do something here. She's got to fight out.
She's in desperation mode.
Speaking of desperation mode.
Beautiful backpack stunner from Ella Envy, but she's just as worn out as Jada is.
How much has been taken out? If Ella Envy can roll over, place an arm across Jada, perhaps she could win, but
I think the match is going a lot longer than either one of these competitors anticipated. I think both of them came into the ring tonight thinking this was going to be a short one. Jada thought she had Ella's number, and Ella just, as I said, that confidence exuding from her the second she hit that curtain. But right now, this is becoming very real. This is very much a war. And let's see who can come out on top. Right now, Ella trying to stay on top.
Ella Envy, full head of steam. Ducks the clothesline. Good God almighty, just about took her head off.
That's gotta be it.
This has to be it. No.
A lesser competitor would have not only not been able to kick out, but wouldn't be able to walk after that.
For the first time, seen a little bit of frustration from Ella Envy going for that springboard elbow. The athleticism of both these women is just absolutely unparalleled. Now going for a cover.
Now they're both chartering dangerous waters right now. They are both asking themselves the same exact question. What in the hell is it going to take? And they're going to, whenever you start asking that question, Carmen, you start to get desperate. And one of these women needs to find a way to put the other one away before the desperation sinks in. It could be here.
Unable to position herself. No, hold on. Rolling through. What's she have in mind here? Look at this.
Look at the torque on that bridge of Jada Stone.
Wrenching back and with that position that she's in. All the leverage needed to really wrench back on that neck. The way she has her position, also putting pressure on that lower back, on the legs. Ella having to do everything to crawl, makes her way to the bottom rope.
If it wasn't for that power advantage that Ella carries in this match, she might not have been able to make it to that rope at all. She needs to be thanking her lucky stars that she hits the gym a little bit more than Jada, it seems.
Charges in.
Ooh.
Ella had it scouted, now off the ropes.
Oh, nasty shot to the back.
Good God, speaking of a nasty shot.
That has to be it.
Deadly knees. No. Absolutely devastating. How that wasn't a knockout blow is beside me. Ooh. Ella Envy calling her shot, and will it be? Yes, it will.
Cut. Last night, I faced Tessa Blanchard. I almost won. I almost beat the Diamond. Me, Dylan McQueen. I have broken my freaking body in this ring, in this piece of crap town for all of you guys for 4 years. 4 years. What have you given me? What have you done for me, Sevierville? What has KFW, what has Flawless done for me? So no more music. I'm not shaking my ass. I'm not going to be shaking your hands at the merch table. I'm not your friend. I'm not your buddy. I'm not your pal. I am a world-class athlete, and there is nobody in this arena tonight bigger than me. No one. I'm done playing with these little girls. Send out my victim.
All right, take him down.
As the referee does her checks right now, Carmen, I gotta say, I have never felt fear for a competitor the way that I feel for Charlie Pierce right now. Dylan McQueen is just, the body language says it all.
I've seen Dylan McQueen fired up before. I've seen him angry. I've seen him upset. I've never seen this expression from Dylan McQueen. It's almost like he's got nothing to lose at this point.
And a man with nothing to lose is a dangerous one at that. If I'm you, I just listen to what he says. Just call for the bell and get away from him.
Match officially underway as it is Charlie Pierce accepting the open challenge of Dylan McQueen here tonight at Flawless Black Harvest, the beautiful Sun Outdoors Resort here in Sevierville, Tennessee.
And Dylan said something to your point about being beautiful. He said this was a crappy town on the way out here, and me and Carmen had a very nice night on the town last night.
It's a lovely place.
A very nice day on the town earlier. Absolutely beautiful town. I can't agree with you there, Dylan.
And I can't wait to check out the Civic Center here in Sevierville on January 26th. We heard that announcement made earlier tonight. Oh!
That is not what you wanted to hear.
Charlie Pierce. Oh, big open hand strike. And you see Charlie Pierce slowly turning around and now bringing the fire. Charlie Pierce obviously giving up the size advantage to Dylan McQueen, but he's going to bring the fight nonetheless. Referee now pulling away Charlie Pierce, trying to calm her down, remind her has to the count of 5 or else be disqualified.
Oh no.
Glancing blows at best at this point. Now sent to the corner. Oh! Made her think about that one. Out of anyone back there in the locker room, it could have been absolutely anyone to accept the challenge. Charlie Pierce, though, out here really looking to prove herself.
Absolutely
has really reinvented herself here in these last few months. New attitude. She knew she had to reinvent herself to further her career. What a way to further her career than taking out Dylan McQueen. Drop toe hold.
And as you saw Dylan McQueen mentioning that reinvention, calling Charlie by a name she no longer identifies with, and that definitely lit a fire under Charlie, and she's done a very good job of staying on top of Dylan so far in this match, but now Dylan's on the outside. He's got a moment to recoup.
He's spending too much time.
Do something big now.
Suicide dive connects to the floor. And Charlie Pierce reemerges now onto the apron. Dylan frustrated here, but got to watch out. Cannonball. Oh, no. Caught midair.
Razor's edge position.
Razor's edge to the apron. Good God almighty. Again, we talked about Dylan really with nothing to lose here. I've never seen this side of Dylan.
I'm scared for Charlie Pierce. I'm not even ashamed to admit it. That fire, that intensity in Dylan's eyes right now, that dead stare is telling stories right now. It says everything. It's got a million. They say a picture's worth 1,000 words. I can give you a million just looking in the eyes of Dylan McQueen right now.
Well, with this Dylan McQueen, I don't know what to expect, Rob.
I think everything and anything. That's the only thing I can think right now. Dylan McQueen is unhinged.
Stepping on the hair.
Exactly, and pulling at the arm, just hurting Charlie on every front as possible.
Well, that's exactly what it is. He's just looking to prove a point. He's looking to hurt Charlie Pierce here.
Charlie could have been anyone in the world as far as Dylan McQueen is concerned. Ooh.
Manhandling Charlie now. Charlie spinning out of it.
Charlie's
Now in the defensive position.
Charlie's being very, very defiant. I don't know how far that's going to get her. I think she's just going to keep angering Dylan, and from what we're seeing right now, I don't know if that should be the game plan.
Going again to the throat. Our referee's got to get in here. Charlie Pierce now fired up. Again to the throat, Rob. How many times?
He's going to get this match thrown out.
Cover made. Charlie doing her best, clawing to get to the ropes. Just a little too far out of her grasp. Gotta say, seeing this up close, seeing this side of Dylan McQueen is absolutely scary. Position on the shoulders.
Perched on the top rope. There's no way this ends well for Charlie Pierce. She's choking him out, but she's also inadvertently in backpack position.
Doing all she can, and Dylan now.
Scoots her forward.
No. Snake eyes to the corner. Dragging Charlie to the center of the ring, and now adding insult to injury.
I mean, I'm noticing something. We've called so many Dylan McQueen matches together over the last several months. Listen to the tone in both of our voices right now. I have never heard myself and you sit here this somber during a Dylan McQueen match. We genuinely are concerned.
I'm at a loss for words. Dylan McQueen is someone who, I thought I knew, someone who I thought I was pretty close with. I've been down the roads with him. I've seen him. Suicide dive from Charlie. I've never seen Dylan like this, though. Charlie Pierce now going for that cannonball one more time. This time connects. And now firing up.
Trying to turn that momentum around, but you see Dylan already up and wisely back in the ring.
Now Charlie Pierce has an opportunity to bring that fight back to Dylan McQueen that he's been bringing to her thus far. Now going to the midsection. Trying to bring down this behemoth of a man.
Charlie's taking way too much time right now.
What does she have in mind? Well, after all she's been through, probably still trying to catch her breath. Think of how many times Dylan McQueen has gone to the throat of Charlie.
You can tell she's landing these knee strikes, but there's not a whole lot on them. Dylan hardly flinching in that corner.
Charlie Pierce with Dylan McQueen in her sights, charges in, double knees into the corner.
He throws her off, though. You see that. He's still very much alive. He's still very much in this. Oh!
But right back to the attack, right to the throat
It's
again.
almost like it's doing nothing to him at this point. He's just eating everything that she throws his way.
Jawbreaker connects, gets a little bit of distance, and now big knee. Now's her chance. Cover.
Dylan just growling now in this ring.
A very guttural reaction.
Just grinding his teeth. Oh.
Going to the throat again. Ooh, Charlie fights out. Dylan off the ropes.
A little bit of soul
Code
food,
breaker.
Code breaker.
Dylan now on the ropes.
A flatliner could be it. Dylan might
cover.
be out.
2. So close.
If there was ever an opportunity to keep Dylan McQueen down, Carmen, I think that might have been it.
I don't know what it's going to take to put away Dylan McQueen.
Oh, look at the way he sits up. like the monster in your dreams, the boogeyman under your bed. Dylan McQueen is more than a human right now.
Again to the throat again, and now has him up. Choke slam. Rolling over Charlie Pierce.
Has to be it.
Insult to injury.
Ladies and
Match officially underway now between NWA's Roxy and the queen of the German suplex, Ari Alexander. Bit of a styles clash here, Rob. Who do you think this favors?
Well, I guess if you ask the fans right now, it very much is going to favor Roxy. Listen to this ovation.
They've got an opinion here.
We saw Ari Alexander last night on night one of Black Harvest. Very, very impressive.
Quick roll up from Roxy. Roxy, of course, has something to prove. We just saw recently on NWA television getting the boot from Pretty Empowered. So now Roxy on her own. And what a way to make a statement than picking up a victory over the queen of the German suplex here tonight at Flawless Wrestling.
And this is not the time that you want to be out of Pretty Empowered, considering that it seems like almost every company in the Southeast, let alone the National Wrestling Alliance, is in its Pretty era. But Roxy, as we've seen so far in this match, coming out all the confidence that we're used to seeing, not letting that phase her. And as long as the fans keep showing that attention, keep showing that admiration, I'm sure that's going to be fuel for the fire for Roxy in this match.
Right now, though, Ari Alexander with the advantage, the second-generation superstar. Ducks the clothesline. What you have in mind? Sent into the top turnbuckle, and you saw the whiplash.
Just goaded her into that one. Had it scouted for sure, and Roxy still laid out, laying against that bottom turnbuckle. Ari definitely slowing down the pace right now, fighting a very methodical fight.
You can feel the energy shift here in the room as fan favorite Roxy really getting the boots put to her.
Oh, the boots, the forearms, everything. Ari has got a hell of a point to prove right now. Could not pick up the win last night. Big suplex there, looking to change it tonight.
Going for the cover. Roxy managing to get her shoulder up. Now holding that lower back already.
And whenever you're going against somebody who is so known for their German suplexes like Ari Alexander, the last thing you need to do is sell that lower back, and you're putting a target on yourself whenever you do that. You're basically telling her, hey, go for this, hit me here. And if she can get that waist control and start slinging her around with those German suplexes like we've seen before, it's going to be a very, very long night for Roxy.
I've seen Roxy take a lot of punishment thus far, but we know anything about Roxy, it's certainly that she has a lot of fight in her.
Very resilient, absolutely very resilient. It's going to take a hell of a lot more than just some nasty words and a few shots to the back to keep her down. But Ari is doing a very good job so far.
Oh, going for a German suplex on Ari. Bold strategy there.
Yeah.
Oh, good God. Broke her in half with that clothesline out. Leg hook.
That was a deep hook on that inside leg, too. That much more energy that Roxy had to exert to get out of it.
Absolutely, and that's exactly why we've seen Ari Alexander have as much success as she has had. Good God. Violently throwing Roxy to the floor. Ari, of course, has had great success here in Tennessee. We've seen her on OVW, on Netflix special wrestlers. Seen her in Impact Wrestling, AEW, really been all across the country on your television screen, and for good reason.
Now she's looking to fly all across this room.
Drop kick connects.
Yo, and this aggression that we're seeing, like I said, she did not win her match last night, but look at who she was facing, man. She was in that ring with the former NWA Women's World Champion, Camille.
One of the greatest.
She took it right to her. Never once showed any kind of fear against one of the baddest women in this business. And she's using all of that aggression right now against Roxy.
Oh, misses. And it really goes to show the toughness of Ari Alexander. We mentioned that hard-fought battle against Camille last night, and still here tonight on night 2 of Black Harvest, bringing the fight.
Ooh. Just hear that smack, that skin-on-skin contact just reverberating all throughout this convention center.
The crowd trying to rally behind Roxy. Ari Alexander having none of it, clubbing blow to the back, not paying any attention. And now, rolling snapmare takeover.
Ooh, see the toe of that boot goes
Cover.
to the cover. The toe of that boot catching Roxy right across the throat.
And now right back. Looking to slow down that momentum, slow down the pace.
She's been doing a very good job of wrestling her style of match so far. Roxy, while there's been a few moments, a few bursts here and there, hasn't had a full-on answer for Ari Alexander.
Jawbreaker from Roxy now off the ropes, double drop kick.
This could be the momentum shift that she's looking for, but you see she's just as worn out as Ari is after eating that drop kick.
The crowd doing their best to get behind Roxy here, but how much has been taken out of her already?
From the looks of it, quite a lot. But if you have ever seen Roxy wrestle, you know that she keeps a little in the reserves for a rainy day, and it looks like the clouds are starting to form in this matchup here very soon.
Stiff right shot. Roxy still standing though. Blocks, one of her own.
Giving it as well as she can take it.
Roxy bringing the fight now, fired up. Charges into the corner now, gonna send Ari to the opposite corner again with another clothesline.
Oh, a lot of height on that kick right in the face.
Snapmare now off the ropes. Drop kick once more. Repositioning herself, going for the cover. Not enough to put away Ari. Roxy really feeling herself now, feeding off the energy of the crowd, going for that swinging neck breaker, but Ari had it scouted. Now on the shoulders of the powerhouse, Samoan drop.
Oh, it looked like more of a TKO.
Cover made.
Ooh, very, very close.
Roxy wisely rolling. I thought rolling to the outside. Pause. Now on the shoulders again of Ari. Perhaps going for it one more time. Sends Ari off the ropes. Connects. Ari rocked now. What does Roxy have in mind? Going for that springboard X Factor. She likes to call that the supersonic boom. Unable to connect, but that one does.
Oh.
German suplex.
Folding Roxy directly in half. Hooks that leg.
Too close to the ropes.
Great ring awareness there from Roxy, and that ring awareness might have been the only thing that's keeping her in this match.
Excellent wherewithal there to know exactly where she was.
But you see that power, you see that snap on that German suplex. Ari Alexander showing exactly why she is the master of that maneuver.
Guillotine now across the top rope. Roxy asking the crowd if they want to see her go up top. What she have here? The Supernova connects. Leg is hooked, and that is it.
limits. Ladies and gentlemen, this match is scheduled for...
It is main event time here tonight. Flawless Wrestling Black Harvest, the sequel, the final match here at this two-day expo, Sevierville, Tennessee. And it does not get bigger than this. The biggest match of young Kylie Alexa's career. The NWA Women's Tag Team Champion really getting put to the test here tonight. Really going to have to test her mettle, test her skills against one of the very best in the world, Tessa Blanchard.
You know, Carmen, on a regular basis, I find myself saying this sentence to you whenever we're calling the action. We are spoiled as broadcasters. We get to call some amazing matchups all over this beautiful country, but what a main event tonight in between Tessa Blanchard and Kylie Alexa. I've been looking forward to this all weekend. I think of all the matches that were advertised, this is the one that I've wanted to see the most.
Well, you can tell the fans here in attendance, Sevierville, Tennessee, have been looking forward to this, but Tessa Blanchard with a little bit of a reality check here.
Well, she's slowing down the momentum. Whenever we've talked about Pretty Empowered all night, because this is very much, this show has been built in Pretty Empowered's image, the momentum has always been on their side, and Tessa is trying to halt that momentum right now.
It's amazing to me that just 24 hours ago, just here in the same building, it's like the crowd worshiped the ground that Tessa Blanchard walked on. She could not do any wrong in the ring against Dylan McQueen at KFW. But here at Black Harvest against Kylie Alexa, she is in dangerous territory because this crowd loves Kylie Alexa. This is her home turf.
Well, and she's very well aware of that. Tessa Blanchard, a veteran of this industry for a very long time, grew up in the wrestling business. Of course, her father, the great Tully Blanchard, one of the best to ever do it. She knows she's not going to come here and win a battle of cheers with Kylie Alexa.
But to your point, though, think about the parallel paths these two careers have taken. Both of these competitors, second-generation athletes. Of course, as you mentioned, Tessa Blanchard, the daughter of Tully Blanchard, the stepdaughter to Magnum TA. Kylie Alexa, a member of the Henry family, obviously the owners here at KFW, now taking over the NWA at large.
Hell, Tommy Henry could, in just a couple of months, very well be our new NWA Women's Champion. Who knows?
What a wild timeline we live in. But Kylie Alexa growing up in the business, this is all she has ever known. Rob, she is just a year and a half in this business. Tonight marks her 90th match already. Just a year and a half in the business. Think about that. Started in May 2022. It is now October of 2023.
Folks,
How
that means that
impressive is
she
that?
has worked every single week and then some. That is what that means. And we have talked about this one thing, and obviously at the top of this, you know, I just mentioned the experience edge that Tessa Blanchard has going into this match, but something that we say quite a lot,
The tenacity.
landing those shots into the top of the head of Kylie. Kylie has the experience of somebody who's been doing this 5 times as long as she has at least.
Well, it's the hard work she's been putting in. Obviously, you see the fruits of her labor, the youngest champion in NWA history. You know, now the KFW Tag Team Champion we saw last night.
I mean,
And
the daughter of Tommy Henry, the niece of Isaac King, she basically grew up in this ring.
And she's got a chance to shake the foundation of women's wrestling here tonight if she can knock off the queen pin of the undeniable Tessa Blanchard. Quick roll-up. But with that, Tessa Blanchard has something to prove here, looking to hold down the fort, so to say.
Well, and look, and Kylie, as we said, the youngest champion in NWA history. She is right now a double tag team champion, not only holding the NWA Women's Tag Team Championships, but just picking up the KFW Tag Team Championship. But there is something that she has not done in her young career. She has not held a men's heavyweight title. Tessa Blanchard, the first one to ever do that.
To your point, when you brought up championships, it had my mind going, you want to talk about championships. Tessa Blanchard has held them off. Former champion, obviously Impact World Champion. She's been a Reina de Reinas champion in AAA, held the Warrior Championship, PCW Ultra. How many titles has Tessa Blanchard held in her young career?
Yes, that's the answer. Yes.
Yes.
She's hold everyone that she has set her eyes on. That is how many she's held.
At 28 years old, already regarded as one of the greatest women's wrestlers to ever do it. Now mixing it up in the ring, Kylie Alexa, only 19. The young prodigy has a lot to prove tonight with a tilt-a-whirl head scissors, and she usually likes to transition that directly into the crossface. Tessa, though, had it scouted. Notice rolled to the outside of the ring immediately.
I think this is going to be the beginning of something we're going to see a lot in this match, and that is going to be the fact that great minds think alike.
Off the ropes. But also, we talk about Tessa having that scouted. Tessa has been around Kylie since she was a young girl.
Yes.
Tessa's been integral to the history of KFW here in Sevierville, Tennessee for years now. Not just facing off against Kenzie Paige, tag teaming with Kenzie Paige right here, this very building. And it's really those battles with Tessa Blanchard that made Kenzie grow, and now an opportunity for her younger sister to do the same in the same building.
Absolutely, and we've talked about how, Kylie, very much wise beyond her years, growing up in this business, the daughter of Tommy Henry, growing up in a wrestling ring. And that fact right there means that even though she's only been wrestling for a year and a half, she wrestles like somebody's been wrestling for 10 years. Tessa Blanchard has a very similar story. Has taken a very similar path. The daughter of Tully, the stepdaughter of Magnum TA. So what is her decade's worth of experience actually? 30 years?
It feels like it. As Tessa now bringing the fight to the outside to Kylie Alexa.
You know, and another thing, another big comparison, we have called several times whenever we're calling Kylie Alexa matches, we've called her a monster slayer. She's defeated so many opponents bigger than her: Sawyer Wreck, Alice Crowley, Max the Impaler. Look no further than the man that Tessa Blanchard beat to become the Impact World Heavyweight Champion, and Sami Callahan, one of the nastiest sons of bitches in this entire business. Tessa has seen things that would make Kylie squirm.
Well, Kylie getting a little nasty right here, and of course we know Kylie no stranger to battles. We saw that bloody battle at GCW versus New South 2, where Kylie and Kenzie battled off against Sawyer Wreck and Rena Yamashita, one of the bloodiest fights I've ever seen.
And while Kenzie and Kylie were very impressive, and there's something that's very different between... right over the guardrail. Something that's very different between Kylie and Tessa. Kylie did not win that match.
Tessa has a point to prove here.
Clearing out the fans.
Getting a little uncomfortable here.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Stay over there, guys. Stay over there. We don't want none of this.
Whoa, Tessa Blanchard.
We might have a lawsuit on our hands.
Whoa. Oh, piling the chairs on.
These chairs do not fold. Oh, my goodness.
Referee Celeste going to let this go on. Who's going to stop her? Tessa Blanchard not making any friends here in Sevierville.
That is the last thing on the mind of Tessa Blanchard. That is not anything that she's worried about. She is just worried about dismantling the young Kylie Alexa, doing a pretty good job so far.
Against the wall, Kylie helpless. Oh my God! Did you hear that?
Oh no!
That sickening thud. Now Kylie with the reversal. Fired up, bringing the fight back to Tessa.
How the hell is Kylie this fired up, let alone still standing after that?
Yeah, no kidding. Tripping over the chairs. But look at this. Look at the intensity. Look at the passion of young Kylie Alexa here. She has something to prove, Rob.
She has everything to prove right now. She's dragging Tessa back to the ring. She has to keep her in that ring if she has any chance of winning.
Tessa now crawling, scratching to create some distance. I'm not sure if, I was about to say, I'm not sure if she expected that, but it looks like she had it scouted. Bringing the attack right to Kylie. Look at that. You notice the way she grabbed her wrists when she first got in the ring to stop the attack, and now this is all Tessa Blanchard once again. and the sign of disrespect.
Showing nothing but disrespect to a person who has not yet earned the respect of Tessa Blanchard. And I think that more than anything, that is what all of this is about. She does not believe that Kylie has earned the respect to carry the accolades that she does so early in her
Looking to
career.
put her through the ringer. Misses with that back elbow, and that could have been lights out for young Kylie Alexa. So much to prove here on this night in our main event of Flawless Wrestling, the biggest match of Kylie's career. Can she pull off what some would call the upset over Tessa Blanchard? Can she do it?
If this momentum can stay on her side, I believe she very much can, but she might be taking too much time.
Charges in, connects, sweeps the leg. Dangerous position, Rob. We've seen this time and time again.
Looking to take her head off.
Does she hit it? Yes, she does. Right to the sternum. Tesla wisely, hold on, cover made. Cover made.
As close as it gets. The referee was fingertips away from that canvas.
But did you notice the way Tessa leaned forward? She knew that drop kick was coming right for her head. Excellent wherewithal from Tessa. The veteran here in the match now on the shoulders. What does she have in mind for Kylie? Kylie bringing the fight still.
Tessa might be knocked
Falls
out.
into it. Falls into it. Lucky. Ooh.
If Kylie would have been able to hook the leg, that very well could have been it. But Kylie just as dazed as Tessa was.
I'm not sure if Kylie even knew where she was, Rob. She fell right into that one. Kylie now pounding the chest, feeling the energy here in the room. Looking to pull the strength from within to continue this fight. Tessa Blanchard, I'm about to say in prime position for another drop kick. Kylie with a splash, and now gonna bring Tessa Blanchard up to the top turnbuckle. Dangerous position here for Tessa.
Listen to how fired up this crowd is. They have been like this all night, especially in this match.
Well, think about it. This crowd here in Sevierville, Tennessee has watched Kylie grow up right before their very eyes. Had her first match right here in this very building in May of last year against her own sister. They have watched her literally since she was a child, walking around, helping out at concessions, helping out with tickets. And now here she is in the main event of the biggest match of her career.
Against one of the best in the world.
Oh, and one of the best in the world, biting her forehead. Doing whatever it takes. There's certain things you have to do to get to the top, and Tessa Blanchard certainly oh, hold on. Cutter!
That could very well be it. This might be all Blanchard.
Leg is hooked. What? That move has won Tessa Blanchard championships, Rob. And Kylie Alexa
Look at the
had
face
the
of
wherewithal.
Tessa. It's becoming very, very real right now. While Kylie has everything to gain, Tessa has everything to lose, and she is seeing it all wash away in front of her eyes right now.
So many emotions going on. For a moment, it was the shock. It was almost that sense of self-doubt, and then quickly turned right back to aggression. What do I have to do to put away Kylie Alexa? Going for that hammerlock DDT. Kylie pumping the brakes. Going for that hip attack.
Oh, big kick right to the side of the face.
Calling for the kill shot.
Got her.
And now calling for the code Kylie.
Can she get it?
Can she do
get
it? And
she's
does.
got it. This has to be it.
Foot on the ropes. Foot on the ropes, Rob. Too close. Rookie mistake from Kylie Alexa, and we do not see many of those from her.
Not at all, but whenever you're going against somebody with the pedigree of Tessa Blanchard, you are going to be prone to make mistakes like that, just trying to pull out all the stops.
Tessa rolling to the outside. Kylie looking around the ring, asking what she has to do.
She's taking a little bit too much time. There needs to be a lot more action and a lot less thinking.
Kylie looking to bring the fight now.
She has no choice. It's what she has to do.
Pulls Tessa back up to the apron.
Whoa,
Wait.
whoa, whoa, whoa!
Oh! Using the belt. Tessa Blanchard
Getting herself intentionally disqualified.
would rather take the disqualification loss than risk the public humiliation of suffering a pinfall from Kylie. She saw just how close it was after that code Kylie. If it wasn't for that foot on the bottom rope, I would wager that Kylie Alexa would have won the match right there. And now with the belt again, enough is enough, Tessa. Not how you want the night to end, especially in your main event.
Look, and I'm sure that nobody else is thinking of it this way, but if you ask me, that might be the ultimate sign of respect. She was so worried about losing this match to Kylie Alexa that she had no choice but to get herself disqualified to save herself from that ultimate embarrassment.
Well, she may not look like the winner, but keep in mind, folks, Kylie Alexa stood toe-to-toe with Tessa Blanchard on this night, held her own. Definitely has something to be proud about that. And out comes the rest of Pretty Empowered to check on Kylie. An uncomfortable ending here tonight. Uncomfortable ending, but folks, that is going to do it for us here tonight at Flawless Wrestling Black Harvest on Title Match Network. On behalf of Rob Weathers, I have been Carmen Michael, and we will see you next time.
TitleMatchNetwork.com